Hello cave dwellers, no you haven't just entered the world's geekiest nightclub. This is the new cave, our new home, and I hope you'll agree, a great way to start the new year and end the Christmas video hiatus. I hope you've enjoyed the holidays, and I know I've enjoyed catching up with my friends and family, and I've also found time to move us into here. Now you may be wondering why exactly, and it's a perfectly valid question. We seem to be doing quite well in our old cave. Here it is, to jog your memory. I'm sure when you watch this I wasn't fooling regular viewers, but I did try to use every trick in the book to create the illusion of more space. But let me show you some shaky footage of it here this morning. This corner really is where it all took place, with the exception of the occasional excursion to the kitchen table. It's now become Mrs. Man Cave's sewing corner. So the first reason for the new cave is indeed practicality and space. More on that shortly when I take you for a bit more of a tour around the cave. The next reason for the new cave really is about the ethos of the channel. On the surface, the videos of course comprise of technical teardowns, reviews of software and peripherals. But for me, the purpose of the channel really is storytelling. Telling the stories hidden away inside these old machines, making the connections between machines and people in the designers who created them, like the Atari Lynx here for example. And how we discovered the designers behind this were also involved in the Amiga 500 and the similarities in the hardware. Or the Acorn Electron over here, and how the designers behind it went on to create the ARM processor present in many mobile devices today. To me, these stories can only be enhanced by telling them in a good setting. Like any good story really, the setting can really make a difference, which is what I think we now have, a good setting in which to tell these stories. Of course, that doesn't mean the channel is now all about the set or indeed about me. Sweeping photos and close-ups are still very much on the menu, as the old tech will very much be centre stage and the star of the show, as it always has been. That's the thinking behind it, and this area then, with the addition of a new workbench which will arrive in the coming months, will make up where most of the action will take place. But let me show you around now the rest of the cave. Here then is our new storage system, where I can finally gain easy access to my systems as and when I need them, either for my own purposes or for content creation. The first thing you'll notice is that it's functional, that is to say I'm not trying to scream, my games collection is better than yours, when clearly it probably isn't. It's really built around content creation. If I want to make a video about Commodore 64s, then I grab the C64 box. Likewise for the Spectrum, the Amigas, or perhaps a 486 PC, and then a CRT monitor down here. I can quickly and easily grab them, set them up, and we're away and filming. It's also worth pointing out that at least 70% of what you see here has been donated by you guys in the last 6 to 7 months, and it really is that generosity that's made me want to renew my commitment to the cave and create all of this and indeed more content in 2018. And if we keep going the way we are, I'm definitely going to need some new shelves soon. Let's take a look behind the shelving at the final part of the cave. Welcome to the business end of the cave. This is where the research and editing takes place. Ample desk space means I can work on multiple projects at once, and a PC here is handy for research while I'm working on those projects. Here today we have a Neo Geo board on the workbench I'm getting familiar with for a potential future video. Also on the desk are two devices funded by recent patron goals to help drive up the quality. On the left here is a Zoom H2N recording device, which is coupled with a Sennheiser lapel mic, which I'm using right now. And on the right is a video capture device, which my patrons got a quick tour of recently, and here's some footage from that of a ZX Spectrum, and indeed a PlayStation 2 taken with it. The important thing about this device is that we can capture at 240p, something many devices these days are not capable of, and that's very important when working with our retro systems. The final piece of the puzzle then is the video editing suite, and that takes place on this PC here. Narration takes place on a Snowball USB mic, and Premiere is my software of choice for editing, with a bit of Audacity thrown in for audio editing. The PC itself is a Ryzen 1700X, with 32GB of RAM and a GeForce GTX 1070 graphics card, which as you can imagine makes short work of rendering videos. That is of course if you're watching this video at the time of release and not in 2030, in which case, what a quaint retro system we've got here. Maybe we should make a video on it. And that wraps up the last part of the cave. Let's go back to where we started to round things off. So that concludes our tour of the cave. What do you think? Good, bad, or indifferent? I'd love to hear from you in the comments section down below, so long as it's polite. I'd also like to say a special thank you to patrons, without which none of this would have been possible. Their support really is extremely important to the running of this channel, as well as donations from all of you, and indeed your views. If you'd like to become an official cave dweller and join the patrons, then you'll find the link in the description where you can go and make a donation from as little as $1 per month and upwards. And right now I'm looking forward to getting stuck into making videos again. I really did miss it more than I expected over the Christmas period, and I've got a stack of donations lined up to get stuck into right now. So if you'll excuse me, that's exactly what I'm going to go and do now. If you're not already a subscriber, please do subscribe to the channel and come back soon for similar content. Thanks for watching. Take care.